In the heart of West Africa, a young soldier rose to power with fiery conviction, fearless courage, and a dream to liberate his people. Not just from poverty, but from the very chains of neo-colonialism. His name was Thomas Sankara, and he would become one of Africa's most visionary, yet tragic, leaders. Born in 1949 in French Upper Volta, now Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara grew up witnessing the harsh realities of colonial rule and poverty. As a soldier, he was disciplined, charismatic, and deeply influenced by the ideals of African unity and Marxist thought. By 1983, at just 33 years old, Sankara seized power through a popular coup. He renamed the nation from Upper Volta, a colonial label, to Burkina Faso, meaning the land of upright people. The change was more than symbolic. It was a declaration. The Burkinabe would no longer bow to foreign powers. Sankara's revolution was swift and bold. He cut his own salary, sold off government luxury cars, and banned expensive perks for officials. He launched massive vaccination drives, immunizing millions of children against deadly diseases. He redistributed land from feudal landlords to peasants, increasing food production and pushing Burkina Faso toward self-sufficiency. He championed women's rights, outlawing forced marriages, female genital mutilation, and polygamy in government circles. Women were appointed to leadership positions, and Sankara urged them to ride bicycles, symbols of independence, instead of depending on men for mobility. And while African leaders often flew private jets, Sankara rode his bicycle and drove a humble Renault 5, the cheapest car sold in Burkina Faso at the time. But it was his bold defiance of the West that made Sankara an icon, and a target. He denounced foreign aid as a tool of dependency, saying, "He who feeds you, controls you." At the 1987 Organization of African Unity Summit, Sankara called on African nations to unite and refuse to pay colonial debts, debts he argued were designed to keep Africa enslaved. He planted millions of trees to fight desertification, years before climate change became a global conversation. He spoke of sovereignty, dignity, and true independence, values that shook the foundations of Western influence in Africa. But revolutions breed enemies. Sankara's policies threatened not just Western powers, but also local elites who thrived on corruption and foreign connections. On October 15, 1987, Thomas Sankara was assassinated in a coup led by his closest ally, Blaise Compaoré. In a hail of bullets, Africa lost one of its brightest lights. Sankara was only 37 years old. Though his revolution was cut short, Sankara's spirit endures. Across Africa and beyond, he remains a symbol of integrity, sacrifice, and defiance in the face of oppression. To many, he is Africa's Che Guevara, the leader who showed that another future was possible. Thomas Sankara's revolution was unfinished, but his words still echo. While revolutionaries as individuals can be murdered, you cannot kill ideas. This is the story of the African president who defied the West, and whose unfinished revolution continues to inspire generations. Stories like this remind us of the strength of Africa's past. If you believe the world should hear more, join us on Africo Multimedia, where culture lives and legends never die. This has been Africo Multimedia, telling the untold stories of Africa's culture, history, and beauty. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more African stories.